Welcome to part 4 of how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So in this video we're going to get the yellow side all the same. So last video you would have got the edges in like this. Now you're going to get the yellow on the one side. So this is where we start to use algorithms, but don't worry, they're very simple. So you're going to look at what you have on top. If you have a bar, which is just the center and then two edges, that's one good case. So put the bar horizontally and then do this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And that will have got you the yellow cross, which is the first part to solving the yellow face. If you don't have a bar, one of the cases that you could have is a hook. So that's where you have this, these four, which looks like a hook sort of. So ignore this one for now. So if you have a hook, you want to put it in the left side like this and do F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. If you don't have a bar or a hook, you can just do either of these algorithms over and over and you should eventually get a bar or a hook. So if you have a case like this where there's nothing, or just any case where you don't have a bar or hook, you can just do either algorithm. And in this case we've ended up with a bar, so we can put that horizontally and do that algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, F prime, U prime, F prime, and that will give us a cross. So once you've got the cross, you're going to want to do this algorithm no matter what you have. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. So once you've done either your bar or your hook algorithm, you should end up with a cross. So there are 7 cross cases. One of them is this fish, but the yellow is facing away from us. So you always want to have the head in the bottom left, like this. So if this is facing away from you, you just have to do this algorithm once to get it facing towards you, and then that's the second case where you just do that algorithm and that solves the yellow side. The next case is where you just have a cross on top and you have the 2 corners here and the 2 corners here. So just make sure that you have the corners facing towards and away from you, not to the left and the right, and then do this algorithm. This case, you have, we call it the bow tie. You have one end here and one end here, not like this. And so make sure this corner is facing towards you and then do the algorithm. For this case, where you have these 2 corners just not in the right orientation, have them facing towards you and do the algorithm. For the second case, where you just have a cross, you have these 2 here, and you also have one here and one here instead of at the back. So this time, you're going to put these to the left like that and do the algorithm. The last case you could have is where, again, you have these 2 corners not in the right position, but instead of facing towards you, they face different ways. So just put the solved, like the non-solved edges on the left, make sure this is facing towards you, and do the algorithm. So if you've correctly followed the steps to whatever case you had, you should end up with a fish like this with the block in the bottom left and this corner facing towards you. Then you can do the algorithm one more time and that will solve the yellow face. You can now move on to the last part of this series.